Good afternoon, and please be seated. Welcome. With us this afternoon are very proud parents, grandparents, and other family members and friends. Seated with our graduates are dedicated educators, including teachers, guidance counselors, Polaris Assistant Principal, Mr. Bill Evans, Associate Principal, Mr. Brian Tamino, and Assistant Principal, Mrs. Susan Harb. These educators are extremely proud of these students. In addition, I am pleased to introduce the dignitaries seated on the stage. Senior Class Advisor, Sean Collins. Senior Class Principal, Nicole Hackman. Superintendent, Dr. Cameron Ryba. Assistant Superintendent, Jennifer Pelko. Treasurer, George Anagnostou. Board of Education members, President Carl Naso. Vice President, Colonel Duke Evans. Board members, Richard Micko, George Grozen, and Jane Ludwig. Give them a round of applause, please. At this time, I would like to invite selected choral members to the stage for the singing of the National Anthem, Alma Mater. Male graduates, please remove your caps. Would everyone please rise for the presentation of colors?
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hail to thee, Strongsville, home of light and truth. Hail, alma mater, leader of our youth. Loud in thy praises we shall ever be to thee. Hail, dear old Strongsville High.
Thank you to the Strongsville High School Air Force Junior ROTC, Mr. Scott Benson, and our senior singers. One more round of applause for our people here this day. You may be seated. As we begin our graduation ceremony today, I would like to honor Kaylee Mayer, who would have graduated today. Although she is not with us today, the class of 2019 in Strongsville High School wanted to honor her memory with an empty seat at graduation, which is designated with roses. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence to recognize Kaylee. Thank you. Each graduating class has a story, who they are and what they have done during their time at SHS. And this year's class is no different. They come to us as 14-year-old freshmen, and 4 years later, they leave us as young adults. However, they did more than just pass the time the last 4 years. They excelled. And I would like to take a few moments to tell their story using our motto of excellence in the academics, the arts, and athletics. So students, as I call the groups you were involved with and you were part of, please stand to be recognized. We'll start with academics. Members of the senior class who have been recognized with an academic award at the end of each grade level or a grade level while in high school, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Seniors who have completed one or more AP courses while in high school, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Inaugural members of the AP Seminar/Capstone class, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students that have earned college credit through College Credit Plus courses, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students who have earned enough credits through College Credit Plus to receive an associate's degree, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Members of the National Honor Society, Polaris Career Technical Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Rho Kappa, Art National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, German Honor Society, or French National Honor Society, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. DECA members qualifying for the state competition, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. DECA members qualifying for the national competition, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Members of our award-winning Motto UN team, please stand to be recognized. Polaris students qualifying for state or national competitions, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students recognized as National Merit Scholars, please stand to be recognized. Any senior who is receiving academic scholarships locally or through their universities, please stand to be recognized. Now through our motto of athletics. Members of our conference champion girls soccer, volleyball, boys golf, and girls swimming teams, please stand to be recognized. Members of our state runners-up girls soccer team, please stand to be recognized. Members of our state qualifying swimming and diving team, please stand to be recognized. Members of our regional champion boys track team, please stand to be recognized. Members of our state qualifying track and field teams, please stand to be recognized. Could our state champion high jumper please stand to be recognized? Individuals receiving recognition of all conference, all district, all state, or all American honors, please stand to be recognized. Individuals receiving athletic scholarships to participate athletically at the collegiate level, please stand to be recognized. And now for the arts. Members of our choir, band, or orchestra which received a ranking of excellent or superior at a district or state competition, please stand and be recognized. Participants in the Strongsville Art Show, please stand and be recognized. Individuals earning scholarships in the arts, either locally or through a university, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And a few other ones I want to make sure we recognize today. Members of Strongsville Youth Commission, please stand and be recognized. Members of Student Council, please stand and be recognized. Members of Key Club, please stand and be recognized. If you have either individually or with a student group or outside community group provided community service in the community, please stand and be recognized. Students who have earned the distinction of Eagle Scout or Gold Award through Boys or Girl Scouts, please stand and be recognized. Members of this year's graduating class that have enlisted or will enlist in the military, please stand and be recognized. Students, please remain standing. Anyone in the audience who has served or is currently serving, please stand and be recognized as well with our students. Thank you to all of you. As you guys can see, the class of 2019 has done amazing things during their time at SHS. As a high school staff, we are proud of your accomplishments and look forward to following your future successes. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, do not forget the lessons you have been taught by your parents, teachers, coaches, advisors, and other role models in your life. These lessons will serve you well and will allow you to add the next chapter of your story. Class of 2019, it has been an honor to be your principal. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Nicole Hackman, the grade level administrator for the class of 2019.
I would like to welcome you, the proud parents, grandparents, family, and friends, to the 121st graduation of Strongsville High School. For the class of 2019, it represents the culmination and celebration of accomplishments they have achieved over the past 13 years. At this time, I'd like to introduce Saksha Krishnan. Saksha has served as the Student Council President this year.
Class of 2019. In your first year in our school district, you were issued a piece of paper upon which your school ID was written. It read, last name, first name, 19. At that point in time, the number 19 was nothing more than an identifying part of your computer login username. The prospect of our graduation year, represented by that 19, was too far to consider. That number followed us, changing from a part of our identification to the year everything led up to. Fellow classmates, that year is here, 19. No longer just the 2-digit ending to a computer login username, no longer just the number on the back of class t-shirts. The years have led up to this very day, which is the pinnacle of our accomplishments. 472 students. The class of 2019 is composed of 472 individuals, each one having paved their own path throughout their time here as a student. 472 students experienced their senior year at Strongsville High School differently this year. The uniqueness of each SHS experience is more than apparent through the diversity in our class's achievements as they come together on this day. The Strongsville High School class of 2019 achieved an impressive array of accomplishments in the last 4 years. With 4 JROTC members and 8 individuals planning on joining the military, we have certainly demonstrated commitment and dedication. Senior football players led the team into playoffs, and senior girls soccer players took their teammates all the way to Columbus for the state championship. Senior track team members led the team to a district victory this year for the first time in 16 years. Not to mention that as of yesterday, we have a 4-time indoor and outdoor state champion high jumper. Senior DECA members displayed their remarkable successes by leading 52 individuals competing at the state level and 12 students who traveled to Orlando for nationals. And that's just to name a few of our class's successes. I am proud to be part of a class that has embraced the diversity of our experiences and efforts. The class of 2019 is not merely a graduating class. We are a family. The commonality among all of us as students is not one single quality, but our ability to stand by one another. Loss felt on an individual basis and coping experienced on an individual level were not felt so independently after all. We came together when we needed each other most, and the bonds that those experiences provided lasted throughout the rest of our high school years. Beginning with the number 19 in elementary school, numbers have defined us our entire academic careers. Grades, test scores, scoring averages, season records, musical contest ratings, and for those of us who never really seemed to grasp the idea of parking in our assigned parking lot at the high school, number of parking tickets. And although those numbers are a testament to our successes and experiences, with 7 National Merit Scholars, 3 state runner-up soccer players, superior band and orchestra ratings, and more number-specific accomplishments, I hope that every student leaves graduation today and remembers a number. Not their ACT score, not their weighted GPA, nor their class rank. 2019. It will no longer be a number you type every day. It will no longer be a part of what defines you. Each of us, instead, will be defined by the journeys we embark on, the challenges we endure, and the futures we secure for ourselves. Regardless of the fact that it will no longer serve as an identifying factor, 2019 is a number that holds the stories of 472 individuals. Individuals who supported you each day and shaped you into the person you are today. Class of 2019, be proud of your accomplishments, your test scores, and your extracurricular successes. But also do not refrain to keep in mind the friends that supported you, the minds that listened to you, and the hearts that encouraged you. Thank your families for their relentless motivation, your teachers for their patience and compassion, and your coaches or instructors for their enthusiasm and drive. These qualities, in combination with your hard work, will allow you to impact lives as others did for you as you embark on your future as a proud Strongsville High School alumni. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Benjamin Blickel to join me at the podium. Ben is this year's Phi Beta Kappa recipient. He has been nominated by our staff as being the single student most worthy of recognition for outstanding scholarship, academic initiative, and total achievement. The Phi Beta Kappa recipient represents the collective judgment of the professional teaching staff as the most scholarly of senior students. As part of this recognition, Ben has been asked to address the class of 2019. Ben Blickel.
Hello, family, friends, teachers, and classmates. Thank you for attending this momentous graduation today. Congratulations, class of 2019, we finally made it. But before I get too far into my 10-hour, 200-page manifesto, I'm playing. I can hear the sighs of relief in the crowd. But before I give my speech, I just want to take a moment to recognize the teachers and faculty who, through their hard work and dedication, made this day possible and gave us all the opportunity to succeed inside and outside of the classroom. High school, yeah, come on. Thank you all. High school for all of us is a time of developing self-worth, new experiences, and newfound freedoms. But high school challenges us mentally, physically, and emotionally as well. There's not one person in this crowd who has an easy path to graduation. Everyone has a story, and everyone has had to overcome obstacles along the way to reach this goal. Whether it is making new friends, adjusting to a more intense athletic environment, or the topic of which I'm here to speak on today, the ever more difficult educational atmosphere of high school. Everyone, myself included, has struggled with the weight and difficulty of classes at Strongsville, and it can be very tough to keep up with the high expectations set for students. But we have all faced our demons and succeeded, and are here today to celebrate that achievement. Today, I ask you to consider education to be the pursuit of knowledge, which is a journey through not only the classroom, but through our life experiences. No one's journey through academics is perfect. For most of my life, I coasted through school and I did decently well. I was the A and B, occasionally C student throughout my elementary and middle school years. Heading into high school, my brothers and parents really harped on me, and I'm sure many of you have heard the same thing, that high school is where my actions in the classroom start to matter. I didn't have the cushion elementary and middle school provided, and for the first time in my life, I had to really apply myself. At first, it was a huge adjustment. It was tough to cope with the homework while balancing a social, athletic, and academic lifestyle. I had my ups and downs, but I came out all right because regardless of the defeats and failures in my own journey, and there were many, I never stopped working as hard as I could. I know I'm not the smartest one in this crowd, but I believe it's the hard work my teachers put into developing me and my ambition I had in meeting their standards that allowed me to reach the point I'm at today, to have the honor to address you as a Phi Beta Kappa student for Strongsville. High school, more than anything in my life, has proven to be a journey, and none of our academic endeavors end the day with graduation. Whether you're going off to college, or going into a trade, or entering a workforce, today is not the destination. It is a milestone to celebrate the road we have traveled as we embark the next step of our journey. Formally, academics and education at Strongsville are challenging. Rigorous courses, standardized testing, and classroom competition can make schooling exhausting. Many students associate academics with textbooks, essays, and boring lectures. Not that we have any of those at Strongsville. Yet, academics represents more than that. It is the relationships built along the way, the friendships formed under the pressure, and what each student learns about themselves and their abilities that makes education so worthwhile. Challenge yourselves to see beyond the surface of the stigma around classroom education. See school as an opportunity to expand your boundaries, form friendships, and to pursue knowledge. Take a moment to reflect on the beauty in the struggle. Take pride in the mental, physical, and emotional sacrifice we have all made to reach this point. We have all experienced defeat and loss and hardship on our road to graduation, and will continue to experience these struggles. But failure is never an ending point. It is a place of new beginnings. Nowhere is that more true than in education, where one bad test grade or struggling with understanding a concept aren't the end-all, be-all of your education. These were just obstacles to rise from. And because of these, we've been made stronger, more mature, and confident. Education doesn't end in the classroom either. The pursuit of knowledge doesn't stop because we are graduating today. We must always continue to strive to better ourselves and further our horizons in all walks of life. All life experiences act as teachers. By paying attention to the lessons we learn about life, we become better friends, family, and people. My experiences at Strongsville encouraged me to interact with other students, work toward a common goal, and further our educations outside of the classroom. Most importantly, I learned how to cope with struggles, allowing myself a small time to mourn my failures, but to reapproach my challenges with a new perspective, broadening my boundaries so that I can learn more about myself. Even if this day marks the end of your formal education, never stop learning from those around you, for success in any field is achieved through passion, drive, and most importantly, knowledge. Enjoy the journey of learning and growing, and always take a moment to reflect on the adventures you've experienced. Life moves quickly, and sometimes having a moment of peace to look back on the good and the bad, the successes and the failures, can offer insight into what you have learned along the way. As we continue on to the next stage of our lives, whether it's entering the workforce, attending a college, or learning a trade, our journey through education does not stop today. Anyone can change the world through knowledge, drive, and a willingness to make a difference. And each and every one of us in this crowd has the ability and talent to change the world. Never stop seeking knowledge, experiencing the world, and enjoying life. Today is a celebration of how far we have come, but it's also a new beginning in our lives. Don't let that journey end with graduation today, for our pursuit of knowledge spans beyond this school and will continue for the rest of our lives. Remember to thank all the teachers, guides, coaches, and mentors that have helped you along the way today. I love you, Mom and Dad, and go Mustangs! Woo!
Can I now have the top 5% come forward and join us on this stage? Being presented with gold tassels are students who are in the top scholars for the class of 2019. These students have earned the academic right to represent the top 5% of their graduating class. Students, as I call your name, please come to the center stage where our superintendent, Dr. Ryba, will present you with your honor cord. I would also ask that the parents and guardians stand with their child when their name is called. Mohammed Abuswe, Columbia University. Anna Barrett, New York University. Madeline Blakely, Carnegie Mellon University. Connor Bowman, College of William and Mary. Rama Coimbatore, Purdue University. Christopher Kozma, The Ohio State University. Adam DeLoof, Virginia Tech. Skylar Haberman, University of Akron. Aaron Horvath, Miami University. Shrina Jasani, The Ohio State University. Jake Jeske, University of Dayton. Melanie Klaben, Butler University. Saksha Krishnam, The Ohio State University. Christian Lemmer, Case Western Reserve University. Saya Morton, Emory University. Atia Najjar, Cleveland State University. Lauren Novak, University of Akron. Riley O'Green, The Ohio State University. Matthew Filer, The Ohio State University. Lauren Sapsienza, University of Dayton. Raghav Shah, The Ohio State University. Aaron Sievers, Ashland University. Cole Ventresca, University Undecided. Joseph Weiler, The Ohio State University. Congratulations to the top 5% of the class of 2019.
Guys, congratulations. Dr. Ryba and members of the Strongsville City Schools Board of Education, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2019 for conferring of diplomas. By the authority invested in my position by the state of Ohio and the Board of Education, I attest that those students seated before you have completed all graduation requirements and are ready to receive their Strongsville High School diplomas. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Superintendent Dr. Ryba for his graduation address.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, a great public speaker once gave me the advice that when giving a speech, stick to 3 points. So here are my 3 points for this afternoon. Tell your story, get in the arena, and do the work. Let's start with tell your story. See, I love music, I love all kinds of music, but I'm horrible at ever really paying attention to the words to any songs. But recently I was listening to Lauren Daigle's song, You Say, and I actually paid attention. Now I have no idea what the rest of the song is about, but the first few lines stuck with me, and as she sings, I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Whether you're sitting here ready to graduate from high school or the superintendent of a school district, I would argue that we all have these moments of insecurity or doubt. We have these voices in our mind, these stories that we tell ourselves that have the power to shape who we are and who we may become. See, back in 2005, I enrolled in a doctoral program. I took all the classes in about 5 years, and all that was left was to write and defend my dissertation. Pretty simple path if it wasn't for the story that I was telling myself. A story focused on why it just couldn't be done with my schedule. A story of the struggles of balancing being a dad, a husband, a superintendent, and a student. A story that eventually caused me to quit and give up on that goal. Sometimes in life we may not have the strength to change the story in our minds, but the people in our lives, one caring person, can create a new ending. See, it was my wife who told me a new story, a story that gave me the confidence and support I needed and lit a path for success and ultimately earning that degree. My challenge to you, class of 2019, is keep fighting those voices. Choose to tell yourself a positive story. There will be days where it may be hard to do. You may need someone in your corner to remind you of your story, but it is the stories that we tell ourselves that will determine the future we will earn. Get in the arena. I recently read a book, and the prologue had a famous quote from Teddy Roosevelt. Just like the song lyrics, the words stuck with me. See, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again and again, who at best in the end knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. As superintendent, one of my jobs, along with our treasurer and board, is to ensure the financial stability of our school district, and that means passing levies. In November, I was in the arena, working nonstop, speaking to groups nightly, and the levy failed. 62% of our community voted no. See, but having courage and being in the arena is not about winning or losing. It's about continuing to show up and to do the work even when you can't control the outcome. That failure was not the end, but a new beginning that brought more people into the arena with us. Parents, staff, city officials, and community members. And it was through the hundreds of people that got into the arena with us that we flipped a sound defeat into a sound victory in May. Class of 2019, be brave. Show up and take chances. Choose courage over comfort. Make a choice to get in the arena and ignore the critics in the stands that don't have the courage to step up with you. Live a life where you don't have to look back and say, man, I wonder what my future would be like if only I had gotten into the arena. And finally, do the work. To lead the life you are envisioning at this moment, I wish it was easy as telling yourself a positive story and getting into the arena. It's more than that. It's a willingness to embrace the grind and do the hard work that, to be honest, most people aren't willing to do. When I meet superintendents from around the state, many ask how I was so lucky to become superintendent of a great district like Strongsville so early in my career. I don't typically share the full story, which is in my career, I received just as many no's as I did yeses in my climb up the ladder. And I learned and grew just as much from those jobs I didn't get as from the ones I did. I don't typically share the resiliency, grit, and determination and sacrifices it took to get ahead. See, in life, talent and hard work are both important. Talent is a gift. Effort is a choice. Make the choice to do the work. Graduates, I wish you the very best that life has to offer. I hope that as you take these next steps in your lives, you choose to do the work, to get in the arena, and to create and embrace your story, a story that will make you proud. You know, earlier this year, we created a video for the State of the Schools presentation, and one of your classmates who's here today, Anna Barrett, spoke in the video, and just like the song and the quote, her words stuck with me. Anna shared that in her time at SHS, it hasn't been just learning to learn. It's been learning so I can be what I want to be. I hope for all of you graduates that we have done our part so that you too can be who you want to be in life. On behalf of the Board of Education and all of our administrators, teachers, and staff, congratulations. We cannot wait to see how the class of 2019 will share their gifts and make their mark on the world. Thank you. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce Strongsville Board of Education President, Mr. Carl Naso.
Giant people talking. Hello and congratulations. I'm honored to be here talking to all these Strongsville grads today and their great families. It's an honor for me. I first want to take a moment and thank every parent, grandparent, student, former student, neighbor, friend who voted for the school levy last month. You all should consider yourselves superheroes because you saved this district and kept it what it is today and what it's going to be in the future. So thank you. I want to talk to the class of 2019 today about each of you taking control of your lives from here on out. It's now in your hands to deliver on your dreams. Make your lives the best it can be, however you define that goal. Your next steps, whether it's the college, the military, entering the workforce, is going to be full of opportunities and challenges. Some things are going to go as planned, some are not. The lessons you learn from the plans that don't go as you plan them are usually the clearest. They generally come with a little bit of a sting, but they can be life-changing in a positive way. And I'm not talking about the plans that start off, hold this, and end up as a fail on YouTube. Those aren't the ones we're talking about today. I'm talking about your lives and your careers. Mo Abuzue, please stand up. Mo, as anyone who knows him, is the epitome of unstoppable. His coaches describe him as the relentless pursuit of excellence. He embodies the true spirit of a Mustang. He's an incredible scholar athlete. He has the talent, the dedication, and the spirit to do incredible things. He has and will do incredible things. Twice now, he's faced season-ending injuries. Twice now, he's gotten up off the ground, he's shaken himself off, and continued toward his goal of excellence. Let's all give him a big round of applause. He's an incredible example to us all about determination, commitment. Mo, thank you for being a Mustang, and good luck. Every student in this auditorium can achieve great things. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs are often used as examples of success. Truly incredibly successful men, no doubt. However, in Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers, a great series of books that I highly recommend, he outlined how they took being at the right place at exactly the right point in time, and through hard work and dedication, took opportunity to history. Both Jobs and Gates left college late in 1974. In January of '75, the Eltar 8800 microcomputer was on the cover of Popular Electronics. It was literally the birth of the personal computer. They both had the knowledge, they both had the technical skill, they had the passion to work hard and the tenacity to keep going. Both were in the right places in their lives where they could take chances. They weren't married, they didn't have mortgages, they didn't have any mouths to feed, free to roll the dice on themselves and bet on themselves. Not superheroes, just smart, hard workers in the right place at the right time. Sound familiar? That's exactly where every one of you are today. You're in the right place at the right time, ready to go. Work hard, make it happen. It's up to you. One final story. I had a friend of mine who had this crazy idea that he wanted to have 5 failed businesses by the time he was 40. When he told me the story, I said, "Don't you mean successful?" He said, "No, failed. I don't want to be so afraid to fail that I never get started. Looking for perfect when incredible or great's right in front of me." He did exactly that. Learning from each startup and roadblock and never quit. Each ending led to a new beginning, and on his 3rd startup, he hit a home run. My message to all of you today is go for it. Don't let a broken collarbone or two, a minor or major setback stop you. Get up, learn from your experiences, and go again. Life's a series of paths. You have no idea where you'll finish when you start. But with hard work and an open mind and a little bit of fun, you can make the best of every opportunity presented to you and define your own success. Set your sights high, do your homework, carry your own water. You are Mustangs. Everyone in this room believes in you. You have to believe in yourself. Go make yourselves proud. Thank you and Godspeed.
Mr. Naso and Dr. Abbott, thank you. Audience, the graduates request that you refrain from applause or comments until each individual has received his or her diploma. On behalf of the graduates, thank you in advance for honoring their request. At this time, I would like to call upon Mr. Sean Collins, Ms. Tracy Davidson, Mrs. Tara Brusky, Mrs. Megan Sislowski, Mrs. Susan Harp, and Mr. Brian Tamino, Superintendent Cameron Ryba, and the members of the Board of Education to assist in the distribution of diplomas.
Saksha Nathila Krishnan.
Mohammed Munther Abusway.
Benjamin Jacob Blickel.
Anna Michelle Barrett.
Lindsay Marie Homa.
Madeline Marie Blakely.
Rajav Bipin Shah.
Connor Michael Bowman.
Lauren Elizabeth Sapienza.
Rama Ganesh Kombitor.
Erin Deanne Severs.
Adam James DeLoof.
Cole Alexander Frantresca.
Christopher Kozma.
Joseph Andrew Weiler.
Skylar Dawn Haberman.
Maya Abuzaraya.
Erin Marie Horvath.
Nicholas Joseph Adams.
Shrina Neaton Jasani.
Aditi Dikpakbai Aditya.
Jake Charles Jeske.
Joy Marie Affleck.
Melanie Ann Claben.
Susan Elizabeth Alley.
Kristen Lynn Lemmer.
Cole James Anderson.
Saya Catherine Morton.
Olivia Elise Anderson.
Atia Nasser Najjar.
Riley George Anderson.
Lauren Elizabeth Novak.
Morgan Elizabeth Arnholt.
Riley Olivia O'Green.
Andrew Kevin Askey.
Matthew Howard Filer.
Margaret Elizabeth Ballas.
Nicole Marie Burdick.
Madison Kaylee Beresford.
Faiza Mohammed Abu Hamda.
Ashlyn Stacy Berry.
Hannah Ziad Assad.
Anna Maria Bicca.
Sarah Attar.
Emily Nicole Blacksmith.
Eunice Anise Awada.
Kyle Edward Blacksmith.
Brendan Michael Baker.
Kate Eureka Boardman.
Gavin Paul Ballou.
Emily Jordan Badzioni.
Michaela Marie Balzer.
Michaela Jean Bagardi.
Chloe Elizabeth Banal.
Dallas Michelle Bully.
Mason Richard Banks.
Audra Ann Bullinger.
Robert Edward Barno.
Grace Michaela Borovich.
Ustina Imad Barsam.
Nicole Rebecca Borsick.
Sean Thomas Bauman.
Zachary Matthew Boach.
Lucas Jaden Bell.
Ramsey Fadi Buxum.
Jamar Mariam Benson.
Emily Anna Boyd.
John Gary Burney.
Maxwell Xavier Brandt.
Kira Judith Burney.
Anastasia Iwana Chabanu.
Maureen Therese Burney.
Elizabeth Rose Clark.
Haley Ann Brickle.
Jonathan Michael Clark.
Noah Christopher Brown.
Bridget Leah Clifford.
Samantha Mariah Brown.
Olivia Marie Mapuana Clotworthy.
Jason Buchani.
Alyssa Alexandria Collins.
Amelia Rose Burlinghouse.
Alyssa Suzanne Colucci.
Zaria Alize Burnett.
Alicia Caroline Congini.
Matthew Thomas Bush.
Noah James Contreras.
Kyle Matthew Byron.
Kira Jasmine Costello.
Nathaniel Ian Calvo.
Nicholas Anthony Cotter.
Grace Nicole Carlton.
Ian Allen Cox.
Katie Elizabeth Carroll.
Aubrey Marie Kramer.
Panayota Kathleen Case.
Cade Aaron Cubison.
Nicholas William Castros.
Gabriel Michael Kafari.
Kevin Michael Sandrowski.
Kaylee Louise Cunningham.
Cheryl Chengyo Chan.
Samantha Bailey Zwarkowski.
Karena Jane Cianciolo.
Brent Mitchell Dravis.
Datalise Cintron.
Dylan John Drasdick.
Amanda Marie D'Amico.
Madison Nicole Derlick.
Jacob Louis Durazio.
Holly Ann Drenick.
Morgan Taylor DeBran.
Brendan Murat Duggan.
Devin Michael D'Alessandro.
Deanna Dumich.
Alyssa Marie Dan.
Logan Thomas Durr.
Maria Angela Davula.
Haley Ann Dye.
Hunter Scott Davis.
Morgan Olivia Dye.
Jenna Mariah Deal.
Natalie Catherine East.
Gabriella De Gardine.
Haley Lynn Edmond.
Jake William Delicio.
Samuel John Egbert.
Mashad Delshad.
Abdo Tony Alasmar.
Joshua Joseph Didi.
Salma Mohammed Eldali.
Joseph Charles Dindia.
Jillian Victoria Emery.
Parker Thomas DeSalvo.
Benjamin Lee Eplin.
Emma Catherine Downard.
Matthew Stephen Essen.
Jacob Patrick Downing. Regan Elizabeth Dragonick. Kylie Ann Estep. Nicholas Franco Fabrizi. Cole Matthew Faircloth. Sammy Wissam Faraj.
Luther Joseph Watts.
Nicholas Daniel Theron.
Allison Faith Godinsky. Madison Elise Frank. Jack Taylor Frank. Caitlin Julia Ferguson. Gabrielle Ryan Guidus. Sean Patrick Gallagher. Justin Michael Gardner. Jalen Julius Garner. Matthew Tyler Gartland. Jennifer Gazer. April Lynn Gawkin. Eric Joseph Geis. Marissa Monica Gentili. Gina Marie Giampietro. Joseph Charles Gillette. Justin Joseph Godoy. Evan Paul Gray. Olivia Ruth Green. Haley Jade Hendershot. Connor Joseph Hennessy.
Adam Thomas Fair.
Michael Robert Hennessy.
Tyler Chase Ferguson.
Bennett J. Herod.
Emily Elizabeth Ferrara.
Kathleen Mary Herman.
Samantha Elise Filler.
Savannah Louise Hodel.
David Allen Findora.
Maxwell Christopher Hoffman.
Victoria A. Fermanchuk.
Grant Oliver Holden.
Alyssa Noel Ferment.
Kayla Marie Holloway.
Jessica Jane Ann Flanders.
Selena Nicole Holstein.
Nicholas Thomas Flem.
Eric Paul Homa.
Lauren Ann Fletcher.
Lauren Christine Homa.
Caitlin Elizabeth Funk.
Jonathan Robert Horvath.
Alexa Marie Gorzinski.
Emily Nicole Hudak.
Taylor Ray Griffin.
Andrea Shea Eisenberg.
Michaela Catherine Guzik.
Samantha Mary Jackson.
Michael Thomas Jekinyasi.
Erica Dawn James.
John Andrew Hackman.
Joshua Daniel Kennedy.
Bilal Yudin Hayter.
Matthew Allen Kennedy.
Adrian Piotr Hogis.
Maxwell Fox Kennedy.
David Allen Hamilton.
Megan Elizabeth Kerr.
Sasha Elizabeth Hammer.
Colton Michael Kickbush.
Justin Russell Hammond.
Alexis Sawyer Kilpatrick.
Lauren Alexis Hammond.
Raphael Oyudit Kim.
Robert Anthony Hardy.
Caitlin Stephanie King.
Ryan Patrick Hartman.
Megan Nicole Kinsey.
Malak Hassan.
Cameron Richard Kenyon.
Eli John Haddam.
Michaela Lynn Kish.
Raina Marie Haddam.
Nicholas Dean Klembara.
Macy Olivia Hatfield.
Bailey Elizabeth Klingbeil.
Jordan Thomas James.
Courtney Paige Contra.
Robert John James.
Nathan Thomas Cortina.
Craig Edward Jones.
Emily Christine Kowalski.
Nicholas Michael Jones.
Justin Robert Kramer.
Tyler Reese Jones.
Giovanni Philip Lombardo.
Wesley Aaron Jones.
Jessica Ann Lombardo.
Vincent Lucas Jordan.
William Edward Lombardo.
Catherine Marianne Kazor.
Stephen Tyler Lopez.
Jenna Marie Kale.
Patrick Joseph Lusky.
Mackenzie Autumn Kane.
Samantha Lee McCurdy.
Lauren Ann Kansas.
Daniel James Macy.
Daniel Thomas Kapsar.
Halani Marta Magbag.
James Edward Kapsar.
Vera Zurabovna Magleg-Lidzy.
Sebastian Paul Kareem.
Mackenzie Sky Magyar.
Jenna Carolyn Karpinski.
Jonathan Daniel Major.
Eric Michael Carr.
Jack Anthony Malczewski.
Nolan Andrew Kellogg.
Matthew Leighton Malloy.
John William Kramer.
Edward Anthony Maliovani.
Hannah Marie Krosky.
Kayla Ann Manny.
Ashley Christine Kuhn.
Isabella Josephine Marenberga.
Avijit Kumar.
Dana Marie Martins.
Amber Elizabeth Kustra.
Elizabeth Grace Martin.
Francis Xavier Lally III.
Austin Tyler Metzger.
Nathaniel Hunter Lapp.
Paige Merrill Myers.
Kaylee Renee Larkman.
Jessica Renee Maselli.
Kevin Thomas Lawler.
Brett Anthony Medea.
Candace Nicole Lee.
Jacob Michael Mahalik.
Matthew Paul Leakan.
Emerson Gregory Minch.
Dennis Lekarev.
Christopher William Minnick.
Brandon James Leon.
Jack Michael Masenchik.
Amelia Victoria Lesniak.
Mackenzie Ann Molador.
Emily Michelle Lung.
Allison Mary Maniak.
Jeremy Marshall Lichtenberg.
Brandon Edward Moore.
Hannah Pauline Lepowski.
Andrea Morose.
Edward Aiden Lorera.
JC Elizabeth Morris.
Olivia Rose Martin.
Jack Tyler Motzinger.
Zachary Kenner Massa.
Nathan Gambetta Munschauer.
Albert Joseph Matusik.
Jacob Gambetta Munschauer.
Marius Matthews.
Matthew Gambetta Munschauer.
Samuel Jeffrey Matuch.
Hinal Pradeep Patel.
Michael Allen Matula.
Smit Rakesh Kumar Patel.
Adam Nathaniel Mayo.
Jaden Lakel Patterson.
Neil Thomas Mazzoni.
Christopher Michael Lee Pavlina.
Owen Pierce McCardle.
Riley Morgan Perez.
Rylan Calvin McKenzie.
Thomas Andrew Perry III.
Jaden Thomas McManus.
Christopher Robert Pichette.
Miriam Hayat McNay.
Julia Ann Pivovar.
Jordan Joseph Guy Mead.
Stephen Matthew Polanski.
Kaylee Irene Meland.
Eva Ponomarenko.
Mark Edward Manos.
Kayla Grace Powers.
Vincent David Merck.
Shannon Marie Powers.
Joseph Paul Mazzarini Jr.
Jacob Michael Poyle.
Madison Leanne Messina.
Dylan Richard Price.
John Thomas Mott.
Sarah Ann Pryor.
Mahamud Aman Musla.
Nicholas James Prochaska.
Andrew Vishnu Nareen.
Haley Marie Proke.
Alanis Danielle Nader.
Christina Diane Pasalis.
Carly Therese Nelson.
Mackenzie Lynn Rowe.
Mace Jihad Name.
Raymond Dylan Royer.
Zachary Paul Nestor.
Timothy Martin Rook.
Matthew Nanapat Nim Suan.
Maria Lynn Ruggiero.
Ariel Denise Noel.
Angelina Marie Ruiz.
Jared Patrick Normand.
Allison Stack Russell.
Raymond Christopher Noss.
Alexandra Jo Samuels.
Anthony Javier Novak.
Zachary Scott Savage.
Munira Bassam Odetella.
Stephanie Michelle Sable.
Musa Ahmad Odetella.
Callie Jessica Schaffner.
Trevor James Omer.
Madeline Abigail Schnatterbeck.
Anna Claire Olexi.
Logan Patrick Schramm.
Alexander Ostranuk.
Matthew Robert Schuff.
Courtney Madison Parks.
Leah Marie Scoggins.
Charles Joseph Radke.
Anastasia Sembe.
Isabel Rose Raymond.
Abdullah Ahmed Sharif.
Justin Joseph Reed.
Shane David Strominger.
Brenda Irene Reeves.
Emily Ann Strauss.
Anna Maria Remington.
Joshua Andrew Sukart.
Carly Rust.
Alec Paul Sistersick.
Elijah Anthony Ryder.
Ariel Mary Zalkowski.
Olivia Sophia Riley.
Ryukaku Takazawa.
Travis J. Rivera.
Ayana Tanea Tanner.
Mia Giselle Rodriguez.
Miriam Medhat Tawadros.
Taylor Graham Roldan.
Nadine A. Taya.
Grace Olivia Roman.
Summer Sayed Taya.
Sydney Maria Rosenthal.
Alexis Trinity Taylor.
Richard Jerome Roscoff III.
Benjamin Zachary Taylor.
Sabrina Rose Ross.
Josiah Alexis Taylor.
Elizabeth Mary Roth.
Charles Edward Tenney.
Allah Mohammed Shbeeb.
Allison Sandra Thomas.
Amal Mohammed Shbeeb.
Ryan Edward Thomas.
Faraj Silmi.
Trenton Neal Thomas.
Aaliyah Marie Simpson.
Stephanie Christine Vento.
Andrew Jeffrey Simmel.
Dylan Andrew Vi.
Olivia Noel Smith.
Carly Ann Ventilla.
Jeffrey Patrick Snyder.
Christopher John Wade.
Jessica Ann Snyder.
Dylan Wolfgang Waffen.
Thomas Matthew Subchinsky.
Benjamin Richard Walters.
Jason Christopher Sorensen.
Jillian Ryan Ward.
Alan Nummer Swady.
Ronell McIntosh Warmouth.
Raven Nicole Spates.
Dylan Thomas Weddle.
Nicole Ann Spencer.
Angel Tajane West.
Sebastian Alexander Stefanoff.
Zachary Aaron Wheat.
Ludmila Vasilyevna Stavanovich.
Jillian Hope Marie Williams.
Trevor Allen Stevens.
Olivia Diane Wilson.
Jessica Renee Stein.
Brett James Wolford.
Edward Andrew Stone.
Scott Anthony Wynn.
Sherman Hunter Thompson.
Kayla Shell Wypasek.
Caitlin Nicole Tobias. Glennis Takash. Crystal Josephine Tomey. Sarah Christine Tomasco. Erin Nicole Toth. Claudia Sky Tao. Olivia Nicole Trezino. Abigail Faye Turner. Gina Marie Upholzer. Zachary Thomas Vago. Sean Wilhelmus Van Bassau. Nathan Patrick Vance. Adam Tyler Vandenplas. Lauren Marie Vargo. Brandon Thomas Varnado. Xavier Marzell Vaughn. Joseph Carl Venter. Hachan Yang. Tyler Andrew Yonish. Santos Alberto Zamudio Vasquez.
It's my pleasure to introduce our last student speaker for today. This is Senior Class President Lindsay Homa.
Welcome, family, friends, teachers, those who have served in the military, the staff, and happily the class of 2019. Thank you all for being here today. The high school experience for the class of 19 comes to an inevitable bittersweet ending today. Today, we're sitting in a room full of hope and excitement, a room full of ambition. We sit here looking at our future lawyers, doctors, comedians, surgeons, businessmen and women, and all things in between. We sit here with the feeling in the pit of our stomachs, so anxious and waiting to see what's next. Yet, as we sit here, we sit next to some of these people for the last time, and some who we'll see in the next few years. We may not know where the future will take us or what will be in store, but as we look into the journey that embarks upon us all, we have to remember one crucial thing. We've come so far, but we've got so far to go. Exactly what does that mean? It means, as a class, we have persevered and pushed to become better. We've exceeded expectations far beyond the realm of all that we've become to know. Today, many of us sit with a heavy heart. We sit here knowing that although the days of waking up so dreadfully early and the tiring amounts of homework, along with the sleepless nights are over, we are shocked at how fast it truly all went by. They told us it would be quick, but nobody knew until it was all experienced, and we took our last exam, our last walks through the halls of Strongsville High School, and gave our last goodbyes. Senior year brought a lot of last. The last ever high school football game, pep assembly, choir concert, sporting event. It was all over. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, we were expected to know what the future brought us. The future is defined on the principle of the time after the present. After today, things we know won't be present anymore. Every person will go their separate ways. We will walk off to college, to our first day of work, to wherever life takes us, and not know. And as I'm talking with all of you today, I realized I myself do not know. I've been tasked with talking about the future, the glitz and glamour of what's ahead. But in reality, like you, I believe the future is remarkably scary. It is something we often push to the side and don't want to think about. Some people seem like they have it all together, even myself, but when you experience those moments of doubt and loneliness and unknowing, remember that you are not alone. Everyone at some point or another has felt clueless and scared. Life is about to change in numerous amounts of ways we all can't even begin to imagine. I have a secret. If my last few weeks of high school have taught me anything, is that we will all be okay. That deadline that was due a week ago, it has been submitted. That test you studied hard for, you passed. The worries, the stress, I'd be lying if I told you it was over. But what is sadly over are some of the best days of our lives. We've lived, loved, and seen the best of one another. We've also put a lot of hard work into each year. We grew not only in academics, but as people. Our growth doesn't end, but continues far into our lives. When I say we've seen the best days, in retrospect, we have better days ahead. Time has passed, and as we grow older, exciting opportunities and new challenges face us. Each day, we have the power to become something great. Next is always an option, the guarantee that although life is scary and many moments will challenge us, we will all be okay. We will keep going, keep driving to be the best we can be, keep working hard, and keep pushing forward. So as we look into the glimpse of the scary future, we must remember what we have done, how far we have come, and how far we have pushed ahead. So class of 2019, as we sit here in our final moments together, I'd like everyone to challenge themselves. Together, we have to trust that some of the best days of our lives haven't happened yet. Life is going to astonish us with its timing and blow our minds with its expectations. We most certainly have not experienced it all. The world still has so much left for us. Congratulations, class of 2019. This is merely not an ending, but a new and exciting beginning. I would like to invite the class officers, Lauren Kansas and Maddie Schnatterbeck, to the stage for the turning of the tassel and recessional. Please join me in the moment we have all been waiting for, the turning of the tassels. Let this symbolize the beginning of the rest of our lives. Would the class of 2019 please stand? And now, move the tassel from the right side over to the left. Congratulations, class of 2019.